Hello, dragon trainers. You have stumbled upon Raising Dragons with Mama Swan, your interdimensional podcast. Now, if cussing isn't the thing for you, this ain't the podcast for you, and that's totally fine. You can go on your way and find the podcasts that you were in the mood for today, and I'm just going to be myself, whether you stay or not. So let's get into dragons. All right, there are like tens of thousands of books written about raising dragons, which tells me nobody knows what they're doing. And the reason they don't know what they're doing is because raising dragons is very specific to each dragon. Every single one learns different, grows different. They'll have things in common, of course, but there's always going to be somebody that makes it confusing for everyone else. And that might be the dragon you have. I know that's certainly the dragons I've found myself with. The minute you think you know everything, those dragons are going to prove you wrong. Whatever system you have in place, if you're not willing to flex with what the dragon's needs are, you're going to be dealing with a lot of fire breathing. Your cave might have scorch marks. As soon as you hatch a dragon, you pretty much hatch everything you've ever repressed in your life. And now that it's loose on the planet, there's not really much you can do about it. Pretty much every time you end up expressing your anger to a dragon, I don't know how it happens, but some kind of magic mirror comes up and all of a sudden you're looking at yourself. And the dragon doesn't understand what that mirror is. The dragon doesn't understand that there's a mirror. So the dragon thinks that you're yelling at it, and you don't realize you're yelling at yourself because it is that goddamn mirror the dragon just pulled up. They're freaking magical creatures. That's such a weird magical gift. And I haven't enjoyed it, but I appreciate it now because I've gotten to a point where I'm able to look at myself in the mirror and deal with my own inner demons or inner dragons, if you will. So I have 3 dragons. I have the musical dragon, the yellow dragon, and the warrior dragon. And we'll talk more about them as this podcast goes on. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Pretty much any podcast could be a Q&A. Whenever there's enough questions, we'll see what happens. I'll start today by talking about the musical dragon. Now, he is 17 as of Tuesday. And he is, like I said, he's the musical dragon for a reason. This dragon can play music like you've never heard, I think. Well, it depends on how many dragons you listen to. It can be really difficult to take dragons to different places. So it's something I've had to work really hard at so that my dragons can be out in public and not just stuck in the cave all the time. They will often say dragons should be seen and not heard. Well, I find that completely impossible. My dragons are heard everywhere they go, whether you want to hear them or not. So thankfully, the musical dragon has things people want to hear with being so musical. So I've been taking him to a place where he can play music for elder dragons. And that's been pretty cool. It's amazing seeing these old dragons appreciate my young dragon who's so different from them, and they've had such a different experience. And that's the thing with dragons. Every single one is different. They learn different. They look different. We always try to judge these dragons based on our own prior experiences, but that doesn't really do us a lot of good. It just confuses things. I think it was Einstein that once said, if you train a fish to climb a tree, it will spend its whole life thinking it's stupid. And that's, I think, what a lot of dragons feel like. They don't always get to find out what their talents are or what things they really are going to love. that takes nurturing and encouragement on the dragon trainer's part. So we all have our jobs cut out for us. So if you have any questions about dragons and raising them, send them my way. Otherwise, I'll just come up with my own stuff to talk about, and I'll just speak out to the ether or whoever's listening. Remember to be kind to your dragons. Read them books, expose them to music, expose them to art, expose them to how to do jobs. You'll find that when they are ready to learn something, that is the time. They're not always going to be interested in learning things. And as they grow, you'll see what I'm talking about. They will come to you and ask you for a question, but I don't know about your dimension, but my dimension, they keep us really busy. And we don't always have time. Like, sometimes I gotta go to work so that I can pay to have my cave maintained. Oh my God, that's the dragon alarm. I gotta go. Send me questions.